Dear student, this is As Mohammad Khan and I welcome you with today's segment student. Today we will discuss about the boundaries of the cell. And as you know that what is cell? Cell is a teeny mass of protoplasm. It is a teeny mass of protoplasm and that protoplasm is surrounded by the layers. If there is animal cell, then there is only one layer is found and that layer is known as, or that boundary is known as plasma membrane. If there is plant cell, then there are the two layers or two boundaries are found. One is cell membrane or the plasma membrane and another is cell wall. And with this, the cell contains the different parts like the nucleus, cytoplasm and organelles. Today we will discuss about the boundaries of the cell. First is plasma membrane, second is cell wall. So today we will discuss about the plasma membrane and cell wall. Yes, plasma membrane is the outer covering of a cell and it is found in both students. In both it is found in plant cell as well as in animal cell. In both it is found. And with this, what is the main characteristic about it? It is made up of lipid and protein. And that lipid have the two layers. And that lipid layers are surrounded by the protein. And in between lipid layer, there is cholesterol is found, student. What is found? Cholesterol. And for this, for the plasma membrane, there is one model was given by Nicholson and Singer in 1972. And that model is known as fluid mosaic model, student. Fluid mosaic model is the plasma membrane model, student. Plasma membrane model is fluid mosaic model that was given by Nicholson and Singer in 1972. What is about this model, student? That the plasma membrane have the two lipid layers and in between that lipid layer there is one movement is found. That movement takes place as fluidity and the movement that helps is in protein, means lipid enables lateral movement of protein due to the fluidity. That's why this model is known as fluid mosaic model. And in this ability to move within membrane is called fluidity, student. And this model is known as fluid mosaic model and it was given by Nicholson and Singer in 1972. So what will you learn? You will learn the composition of plasma membrane, and it is also known as, student, plasma membrane is also known as selectively permeable membrane because it allows the exit and the entry of a substance like a gatekeeper. It allows the exit and entry. That's why it is known as selectively permeable membrane. Means it selects the exit or the entry of a substance. And it helps in one important process that is known as osmosis, student. Both the osmosis, exoosmosis and endoosmosis is controlled by the plasma membrane. With this, there is the different functions it has. Like it gives the shape. It gives shape to the cell. A cell have the particular shape due to the plasma membrane. With this, it helps in the transportation of the different substance, student. There is the two type of transportation is found in the cell, student. One is active transport, second is passive transport. Active transport is the transportation of a substance in which the energy is required like the transportation of sodium and potassium ion is an example of active transport. Second is passive transport. Passive transport is the transport in which the energy is not required, and that transportation is known as passive transportation. So in both the transportation, the plasma membrane helps. With this, it selects, I have told you about this selectively permeability, means it selects the substances to enter or exit. With this, it recognition is the main function of plasma membrane, means it recognizes the substances, means the substances that are essential, those substances are sent to the cell, and the substances that are needed to remove, they are removed by it. So it recognizes the substances, and it also separates the cell from the other cells or from the surrounding. With this flow of information, the informations are sent out, or the informations are accepted inside the cell with the help of plasma membrane. So it is the site of the information also. With this, cell continuity, all the cellular activities are controlled, or they remain continue due to the presence of plasma membrane, student. So it is the most important part of the cell, plasma membrane. Now we come on another boundary of the cell that is specially found in the plant cell, and what we call it cell wall. And the student cell wall also give shape and structure to the plant cell, and with this it provides the rigidity. Why do it provides the rigidity? Because in the case of plant cell, it is made up of cellulose, but in the case of fungi, it is made up of chitin. With this, there is some other biochemical substances are found in this, like the suberin, lignin, and with this, what they provide the rigidity to the cell. That's why the plant cell have the permanent shape, and it controls the endocytosis. It controls the endocytosis, student. So it provides the rigidity to the cell, and it is made up of mainly by cellulose. So it is about the plasma membrane and the cell wall, student. In the next segment, we will discuss about the cytoplasm and nucleus. Thank you very much and have a nice day.